Hello, this is Adrian from Florida Adventures. It's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm going to go ahead and do one here. I usually don't like to do these videos where I've just got the one hand in the shot. John and Phil are way better at that than I am, but I'm going to go ahead and take a crack at it. So what I'm going to be reviewing today is the ASAP Survival Backpack, which you can obtain at asapsurvivalgear.com. Or you can enter into our current giveaway that we're having, our 1-year, 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We are giving away one of these backpacks stocked full of goodies. So hop on over to that video and look at the rules and enter, so you can have a chance at winning one of these bad boys. So first thing with this pack, very versatile, a lot of options here. Just on the outside, you see the webbing here. It's on the back, on both sides, it's on the straps, so there's already a lot of options you have before you even open the thing up. A lot of customization you can do. We've got a very nice and deep water bottle netting here. I have a bigger Coleman backpack, and one of the issues I have is I like to buy those big 1-liter bottles of Zephyrhills when I go out, and they don't really fit that well in those, but it fits perfectly fine in here. Probably my only complaint about this backpack is that it only has the one bottle netting there. It doesn't have it on the other side. However, this backpack is water bladder compatible, which you will see as I go on with the review. So I get into the first pocket here. Again, I don't usually do these videos, so I might fumble a bit. Bear with me. But anyways, in the first pocket, I keep a spare bandana and probably about 50 feet of paracord wrapped up there. So in case I need that, I usually have paracord on me, just as part of my everyday carry. And then I also have, if you didn't see, a paracord bracelet with a whistle on it. So I'm usually pretty set with the cordage, but you know, I just like to carry a little bit extra if I have the space. So that's the first pocket. And as we go on, you'll also notice that there are several pockets in the backpack that I do not have anything in. As I was saying before, this backpack has tons of options, it's very versatile, and I am having a hard time filling it up, which could be a good or a bad thing. So, moving on to the next pocket, got in here, I keep my toiletries right here, and what I have for my toiletries, this red pack is a bunch of those little wisp toothbrushes for traveling. I started buying them probably about 4 or 5 camping trips ago. I like them a lot. They come in pretty handy. The only thing is that it usually takes a couple to clean out clean my mouth the way that I like it to be cleaned. So I usually carry them in quantity. I've also got down here, I've got some hand sanitizer. I got a bottle of Listerine, some deodorant, and I carry some wet naps in there as well, the antibacterial kind. Right here, just kind of a random tool pouch. Just keep little bits and pieces. Currently, it's being occupied by my pocket saw, homemade pocket saw. If you look back in our history, you'll see several videos containing and explaining this particular item, so I won't get into that, but it's a very useful tool. I have an empty pouch here, which is yet to be filled, and I actually have a couple of pens I'm going to stick in here. It's always a good idea to carry a pad of paper and pen and pencils. I just haven't added them in. I have them in my other pack, not in this pack. And in here, I've actually got a package of Mainstay emergency rations. I got this after I saw All Survival do a review on it. I went and ordered them off of Amazon. They were a little bit pricier than what I wanted, but I think it was a pretty worthwhile investment in the end. I got a pack of 3, so I had 9 days of food altogether. Each one of these rows represents a day, and each one of these represents a meal. They're about 400 calories each, and they are packed full of everything you need to survive in an emergency situation. This blue backpack I usually keep as my 72-hour bag. It stays in my car, goes with me to work. Usually I have it on me or it's not far from me. So that's why this is in here. I've taken to starting to use this pack on my day hikes and on short trips. So I'm kind of mixing and matching here, just trying to get a nice, efficient pack together. Anyways, these are really good. If you want to learn more about them, watch All Survival's video on them. stick that back in there. So zip this up as best I can. Move on to the next pack. Now, one of the cool things about this backpack, and I'll show you here when I open this pack up, this pocket up, is you actually can open this thing up very, very wide, which makes it really, really easy to access any gear that you have stowed in it. So if I open it long ways like this, the flap opens up completely. So as you can see, it's really easy to access all the gear that I need or the gear that I have stowed. I have my first aid kit in there. Seems like a lot of stuff, but I like to customize my kit. You can buy the prepackaged kits. Just make sure that you're paying attention to the expiration dates, and I like to have just a little bit more. That big thing right there is a big roll of gauze, so I like to keep a little bit extra in there, other than what you would find in a kit. Now here, you guys are probably wondering why I have this. When our channel started off, we did a lot of DIY. We made alcohol stoves out of Coke cans, out of Foster cans, out of Blue Almond Diamond tins. We've made so many different kinds of low budget DIY cook sets. You're probably wondering why I have this fancy schmancy, cook set here. I also obviously have a propane canister, and in this little orange pack here, I have a stove top that I got off of Deal Extreme for a really nice cheap price. Took a while to get here, but it was worth it. And I'll tell you, the reason I have this is because we are currently entering in our winter months in Florida, and I like to have my food hot and ready, no fuss, no muss. So I am switching over to the Pocket Rocket, I guess. Not a Pocket Rocket brand, but something similar. I'm switching over to the stove. Just because, if you haven't seen me in the videos, I like to eat, which is apparent if you see me. And here I've got some gloves, some heavy-duty gloves I like to keep, just to kind of protect my hands when I'm working hard out in the bush. Okay, so, and then moving on to the last pocket here. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to have to maybe use both hands for this one. Yeah. Okay. Once again, you've got this nice wide open feature here. This is currently empty. Obviously this would hold my clothing, my bedding, and all that when I was going camping. We're going on a hike tomorrow, so I took all that stuff out, and I'm going to be putting in some extra water in here. And this right here, big empty netting here. I can put all kinds of things in there. Like I was saying, I haven't filled all the pockets out. This is water bladder compatible right here, and it comes out of this little tab right here at the top, this little Velcro tab. So right here on the side, got two pockets. This top one, I've got some duct tape wrapped around an old gift card. So I got that in there. I actually just used some of it on this last hike because I was getting blisters on my feet, so I put it on there to take some of the friction off. I was using some boots that I don't usually use. Anyways, I got that in there, and then this is actually the striker for a magnesium bar that I just happen to have in there. I got a couple of lighters strewn throughout my gear. I also have a ferro rod and a magnesium bar that I got from Harbor Freight. So anyways, I got that in there. And then down here in this one, I've got one of those little 20-gallon Aquamira filters. I usually have a Sawyer inline filter, but I loaned that out to somebody who was going to Africa. So I actually have a couple of these little Aquamira ones. Got a little bubble compass. Have a lighter in there. So a little bit of survival gear. And then right here, got this nice cool airflow mesh and padding there. It's very comfortable. And then you've actually got two separate pockets on either side. Right now in this one I've got a poncho / tarp shelter I can make out of that, and the other one is actually empty. I was keeping my gloves in there, but I switched them. I was trying to reorganize my pack a little bit and streamline it. I ended up taking the gloves out of there. So anyways, then here on the front we've got the webbing, little clips for various items you can stick on there if I want to clip my compass on or whatever. So anyways, that's my review of the ASAP Survival Backpack.